Hello beautiful people, welcome back. Alive on the farm. Got a name change. Got some clean stuff. Spent the last couple days doing my deep cleaning for the winter. Got a beautiful tea this morning. What you guys sipping on? Throw it in the comments. We got a lavender horsetail mullein, all from the garden. Awesome this morning. Yeah, changed the name, went to Alive on the Farm. Want to speak to that quickly. And then we're going to be doing some broccoli microgreens. We're going to knock these things out probably 5-10 minutes. I got 0 microgreens going, sold them all to the stores. So yeah, those are not supposed to be there. Microgreens are going to eventually be there, but I did all my cleaning on, cleaned all those frickin' chrome little holder thingies that I use to prop up different plants and whenever they're at different stages of their growth to get them closer to the light so they don't get leggy. Yeah, I need some microgreens there. I need some going. I'm probably going to be a couple days short at one of my stores because I need them in about 5 days, and these are going to be about 7 to 10 days depending on the temperature. This temperature stays in here. It's supposed to get cold towards the end of the month, but okay. So I'm changing the name of the channel. It's going to be Alive on the Farm, not Live on the Farm. I think it'll be an easy transfer over. I just want to speak to that quickly. I was thinking about doing a lot of lives on this channel, and pretty much only going to be live, where I just come home, strap this thing to me, this camera to me, and go live on the farm. That was kind of the idea. Thinking more about it, and I'm taking a while to kind of think this, to make this change already, but I think it's better to do it now than later. Is I don't want to have a Wi-Fi attached to my chest, so I can just download these videos when I make a video like this, and then upload it, and I don't have to have this thing on Wi-Fi. So I'm weird about my Wi-Fi's and having this thing on my chest, just streaming Wi-Fi for like an hour or something, or even if I was to put this thing on my forehead and have this camera streaming Wi-Fi to my forehead. I don't like the thoughts of that, and try to protect my energies, and you know, with the EMFs and all that crap. So blah 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 blah, and all the getting too deep into that of why I don't like Wi-Fi just blasting through me on a regular. I think it's pretty well known that that there's stuff that goes along with that, some dirty transmissions or dirty whatevers, and I just don't want to have Wi-Fi strapped to my chest. So I don't even carry. I have a flip phone. I don't even carry my normal phones in my pocket on regular, like my flip phone, or even I carry my tablet phone around. I just use that for music, but I don't even like having any of those on my body while they're trying to search for signal. So I don't keep them in my pocket, you know, especially I try not to even keep it up to my ear to have it just blast through my head. So we're going to be alive on the farm, and that's actually, I think it really works well because this is when I'm the most alive. This is when I'm working. Okay, I'm always alive, but I find myself not in being able to be easily in flow when I'm on the farm. So that's being alive to me. And so there you go, Alive on the Farm. And I probably won't be doing many live videos like I thought I was going to be doing. I'm going to maybe do some short ones here and there. And it's weird because I just got 50 subscribers, was what I needed to get to go live. But hey man, the world works in crazy ways, and I've just decided to make this move now. I haven't posted in about 12 days. I just wanted to throw a quick shout out to that. Yeah, I had a friend pass, and so it was pretty tough for me to kind of get on here the first couple days, because I knew I was going to want to talk about a beautiful lady that passed, and I just didn't know how much I wanted to throw on here. Some people on this platform do know her, and she was a beautiful friend of mine for 3 years, about customer as well. I gave her, you know, so she was diagnosed with cancer a couple years ago, and I, through her doctor, she was doing the natural way, and her doctor prescribed to be eating broccoli microgreens regularly, once a day, big handful a day. So I was doing her about seven broccoli microgreen shares a week for her, and she'd come, and she's such a magical person. If you've ever seen the movie Inside Out, the little kid movie, animated character movie, she was the joy to me. She was joy. She was always such a light and such a beautiful person. So, bless you, Anne. Rest in peace. I know it's not the end. These are just our little bodies that we walk around in, and the spirit's all around, and we're able to talk to her in spirit already. Anyways, so bless you, love you, and that's all I want to say about that. It was also Christmas time, and I was also in fantasy football playoffs, so there's a lot going on. The death is obviously, I think, the main thing. But now we're over Christmas, New Year's right around the corner, and change. And I also did a super cleaning. So last year I had one store, one grocery store I got into, well, October of last year. This year I got 2 more stores. So for that first store, I actually closed up. I got in the store in October, and I did end up telling them I was going to close in February just to do a deep cleaning on everything. I'm not going to do that this year. I want to make sure I don't want to have to close 3 stores. The sales of that are just going to hurt. And, you know, even with the brand new store coming on, even though it was a brand new store that other time, I don't want to, like, I don't know, I just got kind of a bad feeling of after 3 months, closing down for a month, to lose traction. So I'm not going to close down. So I did spend all day yesterday cleaning, literally all day yesterday cleaning. That's why you don't see any plants there anymore. Making different moves from a philosophy standpoint on getting things off the floor that might end up being on the table. I work at a company that recently had listeria outbreak, and I learned from that company. Thank you, company, for teaching me. So and there's other things just from a cleanliness standpoint. So I got everything off the floor, off the floor. Other than these aren't going to be on the floor because they need to be in here because they're this is horsetail. These are my propagated ZZ plants. I just got a lot of humidity that comes through here, and so, but I will make sure that I will not be putting these onto the table where I prep food. That was kind of, I don't know how I didn't get to that thought eventually, or earlier than this, but hey, everything comes at a time, and there's no need to have anything on that table that has touched the ground, because I do have a drain in here. I could try to clean that drain every day or 2, and pretty much everything I try to keep as clean as possible. I'm pretty weird about being clean, and my food safety, and I am food safety certified, certified. So all my green plants join my one grow in here. I don't want to go too fast because I'm in a legal state where I have a fun grow. But this is all my propagated plants, with some raspberries and air purifiers. And then I was able to kind of dodge that one over there, just in case people don't dig that. But still got the grapes, pothos, spiders. That spider's gonna go nuts. I'm gonna do a quick video here on how to propagate mama spider that's just banging out. I'm gonna get like 30 more plants from that guy. Yeah, so pretty much just deep clean everything. Deep cleaned the grow room. Well, you can't see in here, but I even left it so this big space right here. I got some nice growth going on, some shiitakes. Boom. Let's see if we can see them. Yeah. New shiitake flushes coming in here. And yeah, just gutted it all, cleaned it all. Got some nice lion's mane growth happening. Boom. I dropped one of my stores delivery 3 days ago. The other 2 stores dropped about 7 to 9 days ago, and the other 2 stores are rocking right now, selling the mushrooms out. So mushrooms are doing really good. Super excited for the future. I don't know why I powered off. It powered off weirdly, but I cut it quick. Somehow I looked down and it said powering off. So I'm gonna have to add these 2 videos together. I apologize on that. For a little quick little beep. But now I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, if you take care of your microbiome and you take care of yourself, I have a feeling, and again, no medical doctor on this, but I don't think listeria can really get you. Oh, I don't know if I'm right on that. Don't quote me on that. But I, for some reason, am thinking that just with anything in general, if you take care of your crap and you have the good fighters, the bad fighters ain't gonna get you. So that's why I call myself one of them good fighters. Be conscious on what we're putting in our body, our temples, the beautiful temples we got here. God gave us these things to rock for just a little bit. Might as well enjoy them, take care of them so that we can enjoy that little bit. And not be all disease-ridden and on drugs and all these white drugs. Actually, all drugs, but by the time we're old and supposedly old and crumbling, I really don't believe any of that stuff anymore. I believe we can kind of continue to regenerate ourselves, but we'll see where we're going with this whole longevity world and all the stuff that's coming with getting our lifespan longer, making our lifespan longer. All right, and just a little bit more. Where am I start? Oh, geez, dude. Nice. All right, so the goal is just one nice squeeze and a little bit of coming out. Nothing crazy. Well, that's actually pretty wet, so which is good because I need to add a little bit more. I'm gonna try to top this off and get that 5. Exactly 5. The only problem with this little small bucket is it's hard to mix it all up. But from a rational standpoint, that's one thing I always kind of struggled with, is I had that big old tote that I was doing these in, and I'd always end up having more potty mix than I needed for my trays. And so for instance like this, I already had all this. This is reused. So when I broke down a bunch of my plants, that some of them didn't live. Ooh, and I could speak to that. All those grapes that I propagated with no foliage on them, none of them took. It was a beautiful effort. Thank you for coming along with me that time. But none of them took. They needed some kind of foliage on top to make sure that they were able to successfully root. So I'm not going to be using this. This is, oh, why don't you just use that, Dan? This is all old, reused soil, and I've learned, so this will just be for like starts and stuff like that, or propagation. But I've learned to not reuse soil in any means, or by, whatever that means. Because just from mold and moisture retention and mold and all that stuff, we just don't want to be reusing the soil. It just doesn't create good yields. So there we go. All right, let's go. About 2 per each one. And it doesn't need to be soaked at this point because I'm going to spray it twice. I'm going on a little roller coaster ride for you. Boom. There we go. All right, we're in. Now we smooth it. Move it over. So even if it's a little dry here, it really doesn't matter. You just don't want it too wet. That's what I've learned. So the seeds just aren't sitting in a puddle. A little bit dry isn't too bad. Because again, I'm gonna spray all this stuff. Do we spray it? Make sure I spray it in here. Good. Any sticky stuff, so get rid of that. Get rid of the sticks. Woody materials, no good, being buried in soil. Not that in this form it really shouldn't matter too much from a nitrogen leaching standpoint, but just from, if the wood's sitting on the top, it'll just create moisture, and then the seeds will be just sitting with a bunch of moisture on it. So those seeds potentially could get moldy. And then you'll have a little spot that doesn't grow properly. You'll have to put a little soil on it or something to dry it out. Alright. Here she is. Fresh lavender tea, guys. Doesn't get much better. Lavender, horsetail, and what was the last one? Lavender, horsetail, and mullein from the garden. Excuse me, but it's delicious and it's nice and warm. So I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss the warmth. Alright, press down. Press down time. Here's one of these little guys. And I press down. And get a nice flat seedbed for all the beautiful broccoli seeds to fall onto. Oh jeez, messed up. So yeah, again, apologize for a little taking a freaking 12 days off. I was trying to do this like once a day, once every 2 days. And life just happened. So, but I'm back. More back with a new name too, and a new clean world to work in. All right, so we just give it a shake. We start at the. I don't know if you've ever seen my other microgreen video, but just in case you haven't, I will still reiterate some things. So I do have some new folks that subscribe. So thank you for subscribing. Bless you for this journey. But start with the corners, start with the edges, and then kind of fill out the middles. So I've been taught better ways to do this, I'm sure, blah, 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 that whole thing. This is the way I do it. It's been working for me for about 5 years. I've been producing these, taking care of my broccoli microgreens for about 5 years, every day, every night. Mostly every day, every night. Probably 90% of my days and nights. I start and end with spraying my microgreens. I'm not trying to go too heavy or too dense right now, just to make sure I have enough seed, which I'm gonna make it look like, feels like at least. Almost like perfect. Yeah, excited for January being right around the corner. I get excited knowing that spring's coming again. You know, the life of a farmer, the things that excite a person like me. Be outside again, get back in my tent. I've been sleeping inside for frickin' oh, I guess not many people know, but I slept in a tent like 7 months last year. It was frickin' awesome. The fresh air, sleeping under the stars. Just put a tent up in my backyard. So I still got some left. I'm just gonna fill these out. Might as well use it. I'm gonna be ordering some new, again, 5-pound microgreens, broccoli microgreens, organic if the price is favorable. I kind of go back and forth on organic or not seed. I try to get organic, but so yeah, I'll go be back in my tent. I'm gonna be back in my tent pretty soon. Out of the Wi-Fi worlds that are in the houses, into a beautiful world of a tent on a hard surface, not these soft surfaces. I'm fully a believer that hard surfaces or soft surfaces wreck our back, and hard surfaces, you know, especially if you can sleep on your back or sleep the right way on your side, things between your knees and stuff like that, we can keep our back nice and strong and straight compared to these soft freaking cushiony beds that we're all sleeping on these days. And just the fresh air. Oh, I love the fresh air part. And even first thing when I can step outside, I get to put my feet on the ground. So I ground right away. Just being with nature. I love it. So the tent's coming soon. Just gotta make it through the January, which is probably gonna be cold. I don't know. It was December. It looked like it was gonna be really bad, and now it was freaking 42 degrees yesterday. All right, so pressed, and then seeded, and then sprayed, pressed again, just to make sure we got nice contact with all the seeds after they're moistened. Yeah, excited for things to come. So I'm gonna pass my one little life circumstance and got everything cleaned and now ready to rock. And now with 3 stores this year, it's gonna be awesome. So just throw a little shot out on what it's kind of gonna be on that whiteboard, but excited to fully go all in on lettuces this year and see if I can. This is me the big year for lettuce. Because I do pay for a PLU for that, or a barcode. I forget if it's a PLU or a barcode. The lettuces, and then I'm going to be doing the lion's mane jerky, getting certified for that, or my license for that, and getting a shared kitchen. And then I press it down one more time. So I do 3 presses. Boom, boom. Just a little bit, just a quick one. And lion's mane jerky, getting that guy out. I'm actually, all this lion's mane that's ready right now. Okay, not all of it, but most of it will get dehydrated for little jerky bites. And then the third other thing that I'm going to make a big change on this year is I'm eyeing doing wheatgrass shots. Next LLC change, I'm going to change my name from Happy Fields Organic Family Farm to Happy Fields Health Farm. I'm really hankering in that this is health. You can get from your foods. And so it's going to be Happy Fields Health Farm. And I'm looking to do wheatgrass shots where I juice my own wheatgrass, put it out in my little farm, my little my little fridges daily, and see if I can get some traction on that and make my neighbors healthy who what they're drinking. I'll maybe even do the broccoli shots we'll see how nasty the broccoli, if I do broccoli microgreen shots, if those are really nasty. I don't know. Not like wheatgrass isn't nasty, but wheatgrass is so good for you. And I want to start drinking more wheatgrass. So I think that's part of what I do. Just like having broccoli microgreens in my world is now I am able, they're more accessible for me to eat. So now we just get one to push down, and then some bricks. And you say, Dan, you got one dirty spot. Well, that's the little lady's spot. My daughter, it's one little area, but she can come make a mess. And it's a nice mess right now, at least. And she can come in and mix that. So now we got some nice pressure on it. We'll kind of push it down. Every night I will come and I will take these off, water them, or every night and morning. Just spray them down again with this until they start pushing up this tray, once they start growing a little bit. And at that point, I will stop top watering, and I will only bottom water. As you see, I've had a double tray system, so only bottom water once their roots start actually penetrating the soil and going down to the bottom area. So, boom, that's it. Broccoli microgreens, quick and a little update on what's going on with the farm and me and all the personal jam and blah, 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 and the clean world. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep it tuned. We're gonna have a couple other videos coming out in the next couple days, maybe even one other today. So, bless you guys. Thank you.